Hi YouTube, this is Miss Sadditty with Sadditty Says, and as you see I got my folks with me in the back, and we're going to do a short little video, my first video on these YouTube streets about dating complications. Now I know a lot of people are dating, and to me they make a lot of mistakes. They don't vet people properly. They just jump into these relationships and then discover as they go along a lot of issues or red flags. By then your feelings are involved and it's hard for you to pull away or walk away. So why not vet these people, our potential partners, before we grow feelings and before the relationship gets too far along and we start investing time, effort, and money. So a few of the things I want to talk about today. Number one mistake. Ask the person, are they even interested in getting married or having children? A lot of times people assume that because you started dating and spending time together, that person wants what you want. And that's not always the case. So I think you should start asking that up front. At least I do. And it has worked out well for me. And I have avoided many a heartache and things like that because I vet the person so well beforehand, before I get involved. Another issue, credit. You want to find out where that person is credit-wise. Not that you're judging them or whatnot, but you want to make sure that your guys are on the same page. And if they have credit issues, it's not that you can't get past it, but you want to know up front so that you can come up with a strategy to fix it so that you guys can make future plans. That's something you should consider because you might want to buy a house and that takes good credit, or you might want to start a business together, or anything could come up where you need a line of credit and you need to know where the person stands beforehand. And that may also be a deal breaker for some people, so it's better to ask up front and to find out what you're dealing with. Another issue, this is a biggie for me, family dynamics. I came from a big family and I understand how that can be. So a lot of people date and they have issue with the family. All that can be avoided if you, again, vet the person. Find out what type of relationship do they have with their family. What type of relationship would you like to have with their family, and vice versa. And do you see yourself fitting in with the family? I know many people who've gotten divorced because they didn't like being married to the family. As a matter of fact, I coached a friend the other day because he's newly married, and a family member, a family-in-law, cousin-in-law offended him. He wanted the wife to take up for him, but she didn't want to get involved. And so he felt abandoned and as if she didn't have his back. But really, she had never been in opposition to her family and had never looked at them that way. And so it was a hard pill for her to swallow. And so I told him he should go to counseling at this point because they are married. And I think they should work it out, and I think they can work it out. But again, this is something I would have vetted beforehand. So these are a couple of things to consider when you meet someone new and you want to know what the future holds. Some people think it's scaring them off. I don't look at it that way, and honestly, nor do I care. I'd rather scare you off in the beginning than have my feelings hurt in the end. Again, this is Sadditty Says out here in these YouTube streets with her first video on dating complications. Please stick around and stay tuned for the next episode.